How do you ensure that the IT practice that their clients following is compliant with the regulatory standards or the industry standards?
That's where the assurance piece comes in play there. The governance piece comes in there because your internal audits, your assurance team should ensure. For example, we are doing protection here. How do we know the team has the protection what they have done is appropriate, right? So as part of the assurance, there are different activities which can be done to make sure the protection is sufficient. The protection meets the compliance need. So compliance needs comes from different requirement, right? It can come from the regulatory requirement. It can come from your client that, okay, you need to make sure at least these things are there. You manage data securely. Now, those compliance needs, the assurance team can look at, okay, what is the compliance need I need to follow? Has the other team, the project team, the infra management team, the security operations, have they done it? Or how they have done it? So that's where the assurance plays the piece, where they goes and checks. It could be a part of audit, security test, configuration review. So it's a combination of activities which ensures the current controls, whatever we are trying to do in terms of protection or availability, I would say current controls are sufficient to meet the compliance need. And not only compliance need, because compliance is one thing, right? And the risk to the organization. So both we need to look at it. So there is a risk and there is a compliance need. Compliance need may be driven by internal organizations policies because organization defines quality parameters. So the compliance come from that. It can come from your vendor, your regulator. It can come from, like certain said, 6 hours incident response, and you think, yeah, I should comply to it. So that becomes a compliance need. DPDP Act, which is in the parliament tomorrow, gets approved, then it becomes a legal requirement to comply with it. So compliance needs can come from different aspects. And then there is risk, that you think you have certain risk that, okay, I have an online business, or my system need to be my systems which manages my, even in manufacturing, no, my system which manages my inventory should be up. It cannot go down. If it is down for a couple of hours, I have a problem in my deliveries. So that defines the risk internally, and then that also goes into feeds the assurance to make sure that risk is mitigated.